It's Sunday and we all know what that means right here on Beyond AR TV, Beyond the Reviews. It's time for another fantastic edition of 7 on Sunday, where I give you guys 7 of my favorites of a certain thing that you guys usually choose. This week, it's my 7 top concerts that I've been to, the 7 best shows, the 7 best performances, and these are in no particular order this week, so I'm just going to go ahead and start with Foster the People. Foster the People, I saw them at Bonnaroo 2012, and they put on a hell of a show. Just the way they mixed everything in. They had these big theatrics. There was this huge blow up thing that looked like it was on the from the cover of the album Torches that was brought out while they played Pumped Up Kicks. They just played so many songs from that album and a few older ones that they had had demos and that sort of thing as well. And just Mark Foster did a great job on vocals, and he sounded really solid live. Overall, I was just very impressed with the performance. Yellowcard is up next, and I have to say that they were an opening act. They were opening for All Time Low, but they blew the roof off that place. The energy level was so high. That entire room was jumping, singing along, and honestly, they just blew All Time Low away. All Time Low, I was not that impressed with live. Honestly, they fucked up some of their guitar solos and that sort of thing. They did good a lot of the time, and I'm not saying that they're a bad live band, but when you have a Yellowcard opening for you, there's no comparison. Coldplay is up next. I got to see them last July. I actually got to go for free because one of my friends got sick and he gave me his ticket, so I got to go to that Coldplay show for free. It was just high energy and just emotions running on that show. I was way up in the nosebleeds, but it somehow didn't even feel like it. It felt like you were a part of the show because of just the closeness around everyone. Everyone had these light up wristbands. I should have brought mine in here. But wait, I did. They light up, and obviously it doesn't work anymore. I wish it did, but they were controlled by the people at the concert or whatever, and everyone's was lighting up, and they were just playing all the hits, like The Scientist, To Paradise, and Speed of Sound. It was just really all over the place. Chris Martin and the boys just did an incredible job throughout that night, keeping the energy high and keeping the crowd on their feet, mixing it up between slow songs and the more upbeat ones, and it was just an incredible performance. Switchfoot is up next. I've seen them twice actually, but I'm referring to when I saw them at Weenie Roast most recently. That was just amazing because of the fact that I actually got to shake John Foreman's hand and kind of help him over a railing. It was awesome. Here's the video. They were doing a cover of Beastie Boys' Sabotage in honor of MCA that had passed away earlier that year. And overall, it was just an incredible show because John was running out into the crowd. They did Dare You to Move out there, and that was just incredible. They played Meant to Live, one of my all-time favorite songs, one of the songs that made me love music. And overall, I was just ecstatic. And John patted me on the back on his way back down. And I was just I was fangirling a little bit, honestly. Next up is Red Hot Chili Peppers. Saw them at Bonnaroo as well. And I have to say that it was just, I was lost in a sea of 60,000 people, but I don't know, I wasn't even paying attention to that because I was just digging on those bass lines from Flea. Flea did this thing where he was walking on his hands, doing a handstand throughout it, and it was just really cool as well. They played so many hits, and Chili Peppers have just been so consistent through the years, pumping out good music, and I hope it never ends. Keeping a crowd that size entertained the whole time isn't an easy task, but they definitely did it. My Chemical Romance is next on my list. I saw them opening for Blink-182, and honestly, it's another one of those Yellowcard all-time low situations where the opening band was a little bit better than the actual group itself that was headlining, and it was the Honda Civic Tour 2011, and My Chemical Romance just came out there with a huge blast of energy, opening with Na Na Na, and just ripping through this set list that was full of old and new songs. They brought out the banner for the cover art for 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge when they were playing songs from that, and then when they were playing something off Black Parade, the Black Parade thing would drop, and if they were playing something newer, like Danger Days, the whole Spider cover would come down. So I thought that was really awesome the way they did that, and honestly, Blink-182 is not very good live. Tom DeLonge's voice is just absolutely shot, and it really felt like he was struggling up there. Mark Hoppus did great, but My Chemical Romance definitely blew them out of the water when they performed before. And last on my list is something you might not expect. It's Grouplove. That is the best concert probably I've ever been to. This is the only one that's probably in order. It's just the fact that I was so shocked when I got to the show. It was at Bonnaroo. It was the last day of Bonnaroo. It was Sunday night, and the energy was just, it was incredible. The way they entertained me through the entire set list and just kept the crowd jumping, crowd surfing, and just playing through Tongue-Tied, Etching on a Photograph, and Colors, and all these songs. They were just shredding up there and just tearing it up, keeping the crowd going crazy, and I absolutely loved it. Most fun I've ever had while I was at a concert. Let me know your top 3 concerts in the comment section down below. I'm curious to hear what you guys have been into, like going to see live and that sort of thing. So these are my top 7. I hope you enjoyed this, guys, and of course you can leave suggestions for future 7 on Sundays in the comment section down below. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Check out my other reviews. I've done reviews of Surfer Blood, Ann Arbor, and I got reviews of Lonely Island, and of course Jimmy World coming on my main channel, so make sure you subscribe to Album Review TV as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you very soon.